Hi everyone, I'm Darth Aussie.
And I'm his apprentice.
And today we're going to go back to 1983 and take a look at the Kenner released Ewok Village playset.
And I'm going to need some protection so I do not damage this in any way.
We'll be back in a sec. Well, back in 1983, Kenner released a whole stack of things for Return of the Jedi, including the Shuttle Tidarian, an Ewok battle wagon, a glider, speeder bikes, Jabba's Palace playset, lots of great stuff. But this one was by far my favourite. I think this has a lot of things you can do with it. What do you think?
Well, for a starter, you've probably never played with it.
I probably haven't, but you're about to. So with your little white gloves on, go through some of the things that this beautiful playset has.
Elevator. This was the first thing that drew my attention.
Okay, so we've got an elevator that comes up the side of the tree. By the way, this is called the Bright Tree Playhouse or Bright Tree Village in the canon of Star Wars. What else?
There is a boulder.
Oh, beautiful.
It's kind of sad though that it doesn't have a wheelie thing
to wind it up.
To
but
wind
it is
it
a
up and
boulder
down.
that's attached to this outcropping piece of wood. Yep. What else have you noticed in here?
I've noticed that
there's a little toggle switch on this side, and if you pull it, what happens?
The net goes up.
A cargo net that they capture Han and Chewie and Luke and R2 and 3PO in.
Yes.
Yep. What else?
The carrier.
Yep, maybe pick that one up and hold it out there a little. Okay, so there's the throne that they build for 3PO to carry him around in, the Ewoks, yeah?
Wow.
What else?
And then there's drums.
A drum, yep.
A rotisserie.
Beautiful rotisserie over a fire pit. So obviously Ewoks were carnivores.
There's something weird that's never in the movie, but there's a slide.
A slide, yes. There is a slide here that the Ewoks can go into and come out the bottom of the legs of the tree stumps. Yep.
On this, there's beautiful detail of just small little logs that makes it look like they're holding up the whole floor.
Yep.
But there's a little house in this log.
Yep. So the Ewoks can go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the original Ewok village, of course, there were lots of these sorts of things above the trees, 50, 60 feet off the canopy floor of the forest. And the Ewoks lived in there, and then they were adjoined by rope bridges and things, and rope swings. And the other thing, of course, in this is that there is, over time, these pieces become very hard to find. Unless you've got a complete one, to just get one of these that's in really good condition and with all the pieces. And I'll run through some of the pieces that are harder to get. For a start, this ball is often missing. You might not have the string or the rope on the elevator. You may not have the arm that goes through here that holds the elevator and winds it up and down. The rotisserie is also very hard to find. The fireplace, the drum. These rails on the side, there's a 3-post, a 4-post and a 5-post rail system. And then there's the extra little pieces that fit onto the outside here of each of the corners. These are attached and can be taken off and put back on. A lot of the time you'll also not find the netting or the string or the little toggle switch that allows you to pull it up and down. So in all, to get one in good condition is really, really something special. And then of course you can start populating it. And who do we put in here?
Ewoks.
And?
C-3PO and Han Solo and Princess Leia and all of those people. Chewbacca.
Okay. Should we do a finger snap?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Oh, I could only just hear it. Try it again. How about take your glove off? Yeah, good idea.
And there we are.
Yep. So we've put all of our vintage Kenner figures in here that might have been in this playset at the time for you to play with. So if you wanted to, you could pull up the net, my friend. And in the net here, we have Han, Chewie,
it's a heavy net.
Luke, and R2.
This is a very heavy net.
Yep.
for some very
We've
heavy
also
people.
put 3PO here in the throne. We've got all of the Ewoks, so we've got Wicket, and we've got Chief Chirper, and Logray, and Tebow, all the others that are in there. And we've got Leia here in the elevator because obviously she didn't get caught in the net. So you can then play around with this and do a lot more things. What do you think you would have liked about this as a kid back in 1983?
The fact that it's probably has a lot of playability in it.
Yeah.
And the fact where it has some of the smaller details, like with this being able to actually carry it.
Yeah, so the throne, yeah.
And just small things like even just adding an elevator that you turn, not just one that you wind up.
And look, you can easily also put Han onto the rotisserie and have one of the Ewoks holding onto the handle. So in reality, you can recreate a lot of the scenes from the Ewok village that was in Return of the Jedi. How do you like that?
I like it, but if someone did it, I'd probably suggest to do it with characters with more articulation than these ones.
Okay, well, the original Kenner characters only had 5 points of articulation, so a little bit limited in playing. But at the time, that was all that was available, and that's what kids played with. The other thing with this is that it is very much modelled on a couple of other playsets. There was a Robin Hood playset that came out that also had a very similar design. So in a lot of ways, Kenner sort of kit bashed and reused a lot of their moulds to create other things. And the same can be said with the Battle Wagon as well. Now, if you were to rate this, what would you give it?
For now, probably a 6.
Wow, took you a long time to get to that
Yeah,
conclusion.
because I was trying to think of the rating for now, but back then, this probably would have been the hit thing, probably, along with the Battle Wagon too. So, probably, if I was back then rating it, then probably about a 8.
Okay. So, as a collector, and as someone who appreciates the old Kenner stuff, and I know that they've never released a newer version of this in either 3 3/4 inch, or even, I couldn't imagine them doing it in 6 inch, it'd be huge. But if you were to give it an overall score, what would you say? Now, you said 6 back in today and an 8 back in the day.
An overall
So
score?
you'd go halfway in between, wouldn't you?
No. Then that would be a 7.
Of course. So we'll give it a 7?
Yeah.
All right, so it's a 7. And of course,
Solid.
it is old, so you've got to be really careful with it. Now, what else do people need to do?
They need to like and subscribe and hit the bell notifications.
Yep,
And look at our Instagram.
that's right. Yes, we have an Instagram page. So photos of things like this might appear up on our Instagram, but also modern stuff. And we also have an affiliate.
Goodies Toys.
Now, what does our friend Goody do?
Well, he sells toys.
Of course he does. Well, duh.
You got me stumped there. I was like, wait, what does he do again? Oh, he sells toys.
Yeah, that's right, he does. But what does he give to people who order over $99?
Free shipping.
Within Australia, that's right. So always worth having a look for your more recent stuff, your modern stuff on goodiestoys.com.au. And remember, it's free shipping over $99 of orders in Australia.
So we're going, because I'm going to prepare dinner right now.
All right, well, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.